So, yung last problem or the problem number 5, or there are supplied 400 kJ per cycle to an ideal diesel engine operating on 500 gram air, and P1 equal to 100 kPa and T1 equal to 50 C. At the end of the compression, P2 is equal to 4000 kPa. Determine the effective pressure of the engine. So, meron tayong given na QA, which is 400 kJ, and mass or 500 grams, or convert natin sa kilogram, which is 5 kg, and for the P1 100 kPa and T1 50 degrees Celsius, which is need natin i-convert sa Kelvin. So add tayo ng 275, yung nakuha natin is 323 Kelvin. And for the P2 4000 kPa, yung una natin kukunin is the B1, which is gagamitin natin is the PBMRT. So MRT1 over P1, yung formula natin, 0.5 kg mass multiply by 0.287 kJ per kilogram mass per Kelvin multiply by 323 Kelvin over 100 kPa. Yung nakuha nating value for the B1 is 0.464 cubic meter. For the QR, yung MCV multiply by T4 minus T1 yung formula. So 0.51 kg for the mass and 0.7186 kJ per kilogram degree Rankine for the CB, and 764.177 for the T4 and 323 for T1 Kelvin. So yung value na nakuha natin sa QR is 160.286 kJ. So next is for the B2, yung hot point 1 to 2, P1 B1 raised to K equal to P2 B2 raised to K, or P1 over P2 equal to B2 over B1 raised to K over 1 over K raised to 1 over K, which is nakukuha natin is the B2. So yung gagamitin natin formula is B1 multiply by P1 over P2 raised to 1 over K. So for the B1, 0.464 cubic meter multiply by 100 over 4000 raised to 1 over 1.4. For the B2, yung value na nakuha natin is 0.0333 cubic meter. For the PM, yung gagamitin natin formula is work net over BD, or QA minus QR over B1 minus B2. So QA 400 minus the QR 160.286 kJ per kilonewton per mass over the B1 0.469 cubic meter minus for the B2 0.0333 cubic meter. Yung nakuha natin answer for the PM is 556.568 kPa. For the B3 for the T2 hot point 1 to 2, the formula is T1 over T2 equal to B1 over B2 raised to 1 minus K. Yung kukunin natin is the T2, so gagamitin is T1 over B1 over B2 raised to 1 minus K. So 323 Kelvin for the T1 over 0.464 for the B1, 0.0333 for the B2, and raised to 1 to 1 minus 1.4. So for the T2, 926.471 Kelvin. So meron na tayong T3, T2, and B2. So pwede na natin makuha yung B3. Yung formula na gagamitin natin is hot point to 3. So pressure is constant. So P2 B2 over T2 equal to P3 B3 over T3. Yung kukunin natin is B3. So yung gagamitin natin formula is B2 T3 over T2. So 0.0333 cubic meter for the B2 multiply by the T3 or 1721.542 Kelvin over the T2 or 1926 point or 926.471 Kelvin. The value for the B3 na nakuha natin is 0.0619 cubic meter. So yun yung pinapakuha ng problem number 5.